Right, people, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the unofficial Born to Fly podcast. We've had to move it indoors, of course, with all the lockdown problems that we have. We can't really get guests on the podcast inside the Tesla, of course. We're socially distancing here. Got my first unofficial guest here, man. We've got Nathan. He was formerly NJ Visions. He's actually my official videographer /
content creator, genius,
director.
Yeah.
So
I'll take director.
Listen, if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, all that kind of good stuff, warm welcome wherever you are, man. Hope you're keeping safe. And the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is we set up the Born to Fly podcast back in August last year. Had our first guest. Felt like it was a real good start to the podcast life. And since then it's just been nothing.
It's just lockdown.
It's been lockdown.
Lockdown in England.
Tesla's parked outside. We're at the HQ. If you're listening, we've set things up. Hopefully you can hear us. And we have to mention that we were recording for about 30 minutes beforehand.
We did a 30-minute podcast.
We actually did a really cool 30-minute podcast, and it was my fault, I think.
No, it was both our fault combined. My fault because I'm the videographer. I should have checked.
Yeah, you had the clips on lock, but I was meant to press record on the microphones, and I didn't press record. So it's kind of like a round two.
We had an entire 30-minute podcast.
So if we feel a little bit like.
So if at any point we feel like we're repeating ourselves, it's because we are.
All the enthusiasm just gone.
No, we got this, bro. We got this. We're hydrated.
We're hydrated. So look, if you're watching, especially if you're watching YouTube, again, wicked. Thank you. What we're doing right now, the moves we're making, even though we're in lockdown, it's just been phenomenal, and we're mega blessed. And I'm super always. I can't ever get bored of telling you guys how humbled I am, man, because the reason why we've been able to set up this podcast, set up some new gear, we've got some really nice gear as well. If you're listening on the podcast anyway, it's just nice, right? To be to have a space.
Yeah.
And although the Tesla's out of commission, we're doing a podcast, man, and it's like for me, like when I said to you last year, like it was the next step for the RA brand, just for you guys to get a little bit more of an insight. And today's gonna be a little bit of a casual conversation. Although, like, I was looking to get super guests on. Not that you're not a super guest. I did mention that line last time as well.
I'll take it. You wanted to repeat that joke again twice, yeah? Just to dig it in twice.
Nathan has been kind enough to join us, and we're more about just kind of being a bit more casual today, right? We're going to be really diving into some of the hate comments, which I don't normally get, but as you grow on 3 platforms now, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you get a few funny comments. We thought we'd make a little light-hearted video for you guys. So if you're studying, if you're at home working, if you're even in the car, if you're able to travel to work at this time, then you may get some light entertainment and hopefully some value. So basically sit back and enjoy this podcast. I think I might run an intro for the YouTube fans.
An intro?
Yeah, let's just run it now.
3,
2,
1.
Let's do it.
When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come.
All right, cool. Anyway, if you're listening on the platforms, the streams, we're back. Right, what were we talking about, man? So we just had a half an hour convo.
So hang on, we did a couple of hate comments. Should we miss them and move on to new ones?
No, we can do those hate comments because I think they were quite good.
No, the two, I did a couple, remember?
Yeah.
You want me to address those ones again?
Yeah, I think
or move on to some new ones?
We'll address those ones.
Okay.
We'll address those ones quickly.
Okay.
Right, so the whole point was I was supposed to give a little reaction. I haven't seen some of these comments, and the first reaction was really good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't see that.
Unfortunately, you can't see it.
You can't see it or hear it because you didn't record.
Because we didn't press record. But like basically some little backstory, right? We're 100K plus on YouTube. We're 100K plus on Insta. And TikTok has been growing.
TikTok's been growing.
So what I wanted Nathan to do was go over my platforms. I have maybe come across some of these comments, but the point is we're just going to see what people are saying about the RA brand, right?
Yeah.
And myself. What did you find, man? Did you find anything cool?
Of course, man.
Right.
I dive deep into the TikTok comments. TikTok is a breeding ground for horrible comments, a lot of love and support. There's just also a lot of people out there that just love to spread hate because it's a very quick platform. Obviously, we did cover this one again, but let's just revisit this comment.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Anyone else fed up of these people promoting their brand on here? That was TikTok. It was on a ASMR packaging TikTok.
So. Oh yeah, so I was showing some packaging.
Yeah.
It wasn't even actually me in the video, right? It was yeah. Well, anyway, cut long story short. So
Brands on social media.
Brands on social media right now. It's a tough one, man. Like what we were saying before, like, you know, when you're working an office job like I was, right, and you start this thing on social media and you're doing it for fun, and things like YouTube start popping, and then you start to build a little brand, man, a little kind of cool bedroom brand, start to bring out products, and then luckily for me, like I've made it into a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
And you take that massive leap of faith. You go from having a salary in the regions of 50 to 75K, bonuses, comfort, pensions, you know, however it works in
Weekends
your country.
off.
Weekends off. Just go to work, come back, switch off most of the time. I know people work.
Collect your check.
Hours. Exactly, man. And then you go into this world that's been set up with social media. Like, it's a fine line, because when you're a personal brand and when you're someone like me, like, this is now the livelihood. So you have to kind of embrace the platform, and you need to make some money at the end of the day. You need to raise awareness of your brand. So like social media back in the day never existed. Like imagine all these people that had an idea. I had an idea to create a skipping brand, but like I had this video on my phone, on my Samsung S3, you know, that I filmed at Fitness First Streatham, big up. And I can't just approach a news channel or put some picture on a billboard and no one know what the hell's going on. Like social media was the platform. So I get what he's saying. And the thing is, for TikTok viewers anyway, it's just shoved in your face, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you can't go. It's not like going on YouTube and searching something and being shoved in your face with adverts and stuff like that. But like he's consumed it, man. He's watched it, hasn't he?
He's watched it,
and then he's
thought
found
about
the
it.
time to like be like, I'm tired of seeing all these brands. He could just flick through it if he's not interested. But I felt like something interested in.
Do you think he goes and comments that on other brands' pages?
That's the thing. Like if he sees like another brand that relates to him or resonates with him, like what type of person he is, what he's into, like I imagine he's happy about it. But because he saw skipping and didn't like I feel like that's the typical hater thing, is that they're not happy with him themselves, man. They're just like, they're not sure about themselves. And again, I can't judge him. I don't know nothing about him, but he's judging me. And like, you got to be careful, especially with me. Like every day I'm like, I do sometimes think you can't always keep pushing your brand in people's faces as well. That's not nice. People have started following you because they like to consume like your tips, your advice, or entertainment.
Yeah.
Now you've got a business and you yourself, like you're big on TikTok now. And we've got to give that shout out again, innit?
We've got to do the shout out
Let's do
again.
the shout out, man. All right, for YouTube, man. Where do you want to put it? Nathan's TikTok, go check out, go cook some food, enjoy your food.
That was the quickest shout out in history. We've already done it.
Yeah. If you're listening, go check him out, man. Nathan.
Cheers, man.
He's doing big things. But you have
balance.
brand deals coming through thick and fast. Yeah. And now your followers may see these brand deals and be like, bruv, like, I'm not interested. Like, stop shoving
You've got to be
things.
careful.
So I get where he's coming from. Like, it's a hate comment in a sense that he doesn't know me, but it's a valid comment as well in a weird way, because I have to be careful not to go too hard as well.
True.
Because my brand started by giving tips, advice, creating content, creating fire content.
I think this was on the packaging TikTok again.
Okay.
So
nice.
Until you have a warehouse and over 500 employees, I wouldn't call it a rat race. Have some respect. You'll probably end up back at your old rat race.
Oh shit. He went in.
Yeah, my
All
guy.
right,
and the pukey emoji at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right,
I don't think he likes you, bro.
Nah. So the contents behind this one was, right, what you can do on TikTok, right, peeps, is you can create a video and you can reply to someone's comment. I guess like it was a way of me showing people like what I did to leave my rat race. Okay. Now, I did say the rat race. Maybe he thought I implied that everyone's in a rat race. Yeah. Which is obviously not the case. There's loads of people that obviously love their job and love what the fuck they're doing. Like my video was just to say how I created a brand to leave the 9-to-5 rat race.
Your 9-to-5 rat race. Yeah,
exactly.
Your situation.
So obviously he's taking that a little bit out of context, and he's like, all right, he's obviously not big enough, and you're going to just return. And you know what? He might be right. Fuck it. Like something could happen, man. This shit happens, but like, you know, we don't put no negative vibes on shit, but like, who knows what the future holds, man. But all I know is like, what I did is I just put something out on TikTok to try and inspire people to, or at least let them in on my journey. So like,
for me, I'll just quickly on that comment, is the fact that he has the metrics in place.
I need 500.
You need 500 employees to be a successful business, guys.
This is what's nuts, right?
Because you need a warehouse and 500 employees.
This was nuts, man, because we're running a business here. Can't get into too many figures. We're running a business here that's approaching 7 figures, yeah. And how many? 2.5? So it feels like kind of like,
yeah. I mean, you
don't need
a couple of people helping you package.
Yeah.
You got me 2 days a week. I mean, you've got your graphic designer.
It's not nothing mental. It's not nothing that you need like a massive. I mean, one day I wish we could get a warehouse. That'd be sick. Yeah. That'd be like the next
And obviously you are going to expand with employees eventually.
Of course. The problem is I can't even bring in more people if I need to because of COVID. Especially, it's kind of like we're doing our little bubble thing here.
Yeah.
It's not like it's quite a small space, but like, this is actually proper hate comment. I can't even like try and like. Sometimes I don't like to cuss people out, but this is stupid. Like, why would he only give respect to a brand that has 500 employees and a massive warehouse?
Yeah.
And this is the type of shit that does spur me on. It's not like he spurred me on to get a warehouse, but obviously that's in my
it's
my pipe.
your goals, your ambition.
It's in my milestones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
of course,
obviously I want to expand out of here. And to be
the day
fair,
you have 500 employees, you're going to reply to that comment.
mate, that'd be sick. Innit? I'll line them all up, all the employees,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll just do
Video,
a picture.
count every single one.
Yeah, that'd be sick. We'll get you to film that.
And then I'll just flip the camera at the end on me.
Yeah, you be the one. Hopefully you'll still be there. But like, this is the type of shit that happens on social media, man. I think where people come from when they watch videos like, and all they want to see is someone only be like a Nike or be like an Apple. Like, that's all they know. They see big brands as just being huge companies already. They don't realize that you can make a big brand, a big enough brand.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing well, man. Like, we've got.
Mate, you're doing bits.
We've
doing bits, bro.
to be fair, like, because of YouTube, literally single-handedly because of YouTube, I was able to start a brand, like, not overnight, but like literally turn the I was gonna say on button. You can't turn it on button on the website, but I literally turned the live button on the website, and instantly, bruv, I had at least 80 to 90 countries come and visit that website that day.
It's mad.
And that's unheard of, man. How can you get a website? There's big brands, there's big UK brands that don't have global coverage like I do.
Of course, yeah. It's mad.
And they've got 20, 30 employees, but they're still doing well.
Yeah.
They're still doing their stuff.
Everyone's doing well on their own level.
Yeah, man.
Like,
so I feel like these people just need education, man. Like how you can actually be okay and successful, whatever you want to call it.
And everyone has different metrics of success.
Remember. I think we should move on that, man. That was the point I was looking for. What we got, man?
I can't exactly remember what video this was on.
Yeah.
But the comment does have 5 likes.
Oh shit.
Which means it's been engaged.
Yeah. Is it a Tesla one?
I think it might have been actually, yeah. Why so much advanced technology for jump rope?
Oh, mate.
Why, Rush?
I think I might have seen this one.
Why?
All right, so this video went kind of nuts last weekend. It was like, again, I was replying to a comment. This is TikTok, right?
Yeah, all
I
TikTok.
was replying to a comment. So you press the reply button, you create the video, and then the person's original comment comes up on the screen. So their original comment was, this guy must live a very sad life. What was it? He must live a very sad life if it's about skipping.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So I replied to this comment, put his reply, created a video, and we sat down with Nathan, and we thought, let's create something cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I haven't used a legacy rope in a bit, like on the TikTok. I've never really shown the Tesla.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's just have a video. We rock up in the Tesla, show a little typical morning routine.
What you do, like what the space is.
Then we had like a little split-second scene of the Tesla like rolling by itself, like
half a second,
literally parking by itself. We walked in, and then like the shelving. If you're listening online, like, and you hopefully would have seen it on my Instagram, but we have these kind of like electric shelves, which store all the products. So he obviously saw all of this.
Yeah.
And then he must have just saw the box with the branding and.
Yep.
Again, what you find on social media, man, and I don't even know if you can class them as haters, but they're funny people because
they are funny. You get a bit of a laugh out of it.
You do get a laugh out of it, and like I see where he's coming from, but he just doesn't know about skipping, does he?
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what I've done for skipping, I guess, in that sense, in terms of like moving it forward a little bit.
They have no idea, bro.
Yeah, and like they know nothing about the community. They know nothing about my YouTube. They know nothing about like, the fact that we brand the heck out of everything and create fire boss edits just for skipping.
But that's also the technology behind it, bro. Like, you're designing the new money rope.
Yeah.
Do they know about that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure they do if you follow me.
Designing the new money rope.
Ignite.
You're designing stuff. You got a graphic designer. We're designing, video storyboarding. Yeah, the technology is there also around us, but it's also like the technology that behind the brand to enable it to be where it is today.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be possible without the technology.
And to be fair, man, these electric shelves, right? Like for a space like this, if you lot ever were to come visit, we'll be doing day passes very soon, by the way. Little museum tours.
Is it?
One day in the future. I don't know, man. Maybe. I can't do nothing else with it.
I'm off that day.
I'm not going to.
I'm off that day.
You be the guy that just kind of signs them all in and takes them around.
I'm off that day. I'm busy.
Maybe you can be the guy that takes the photos. When you go to like Chesington or something.
Oh, you want me to be the guy, yeah?
And then at the end,
they got plugged into the laptop, and then how much we're going to charge them?
Then they got to choose for
how much we're going to charge them.
If we give them a frame, maybe like £8 or something.
Tenner.
Like a sharp image.
£10 for a nice picture from me.
Or you could be the guy that gives them like a really cool skipping video.
15 quid.
It's an idea, man. Because basically one day, right, we're going to have to move out here. But the point is that the electric shelves, and big up to Abigail, who was my architect in designing this place. How, like, I need these, innit? Like, you know now more than ever.
Bro, like, these are actually so sick.
If I didn't have it, and we had the old style shelving.
Oh,
do you remember the old style shit? Like, it's like literally like walking into
I've seen the amount of different type of shelves that have been in this place.
It's like going down like proper like Uncle's Cash and Carry, like, and like you just have to like.
It's like with one little push they just fall over probably.
Yeah.
Like,
no, these shelves have been sick, and obviously like they didn't need to be electric. You could have done it by hand. You could have rolled it, but like.
It's also opened up so much space in here.
That's the thing, yeah.
It's enabled you to have this huge space which we do all our filming in.
100%.
We have the drop-down studio now. It's just also opened up this space. You know, you've got obviously the workstation.
Yeah. So it's perfect for your work.
It's
perfect
double the amount of capacity you can store. So it's a no-brainer.
It allows us to do what we do, and obviously it ties in with the brand that we're trying to take it to the future, right? A little bit more. And the thing is, like,
make it cool.
Make it a little bit cooler, man. I think again, it just goes back to the same point, man. They don't understand the brand. They don't understand skipping. They don't understand. Like, if imagine if I was selling some sort of tech. Yeah. It would make sense to him, wouldn't it? It'd be like, okay, it's a tech company. He's selling, I don't know, phone chargers. Yeah. And he's going to have everything all electric and Tesla or I don't know, solar power. Thing.
And why can't you do that with skipping?
Yeah, if I was selling something like, to do with batteries or something, I can imagine solar power and all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't know, man. It's all fun and games, isn't it? These have been all right, man. They've not been too bad. I know there's some racist ones in there. I don't know if we should cover them.
I'm not covering racist
ones. Let's not cover that.
We don't want to give them the limelight.
Nah, good point.
Don't want to give them the limelight.
So stupid, man.
Too many racist people online.
TikTok's bad.
Where's this other one? I'm gonna have to do a little cut here.
That's all right. No, we're still live, bruv. They're listening to you, right?
Oh, they're
online.
Listening to me, yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So if you're listening, this is what goes on, right?
Behind the scenes, Nathan's struggling now because he hasn't screenshotted enough hate comments. Hang on, should we move on to Ignite comments?
Yeah, man. Let's do this, right? So, right, I know. There's some more funny comments. I think there's one actually about the Tesla, right? Something about I must be insecure or something.
Oh, the insecurities. Oh, okay. You want to do that one? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that one again.
Okay, cool.
We did that one in the first take. But I think it's important because I did share a bit of insecurities, and I feel like people should know that about how people flex online.
All right. Let's.
What did we say? So someone mentioned, right, that obviously the Tesla was in the video.
You want to read it out?
Yeah, what was it again?
Okay, so another comment on TikTok we had was showing off his Tesla screams of. Sorry, let me repeat that again. Showing off his Tesla screams of pure insecurity, mate. So that was a comment on the last viral video we had.
Yeah. And
the Tesla featured in it for less than 4 seconds. And apparently you're insecure because you're showing off a Tesla.
No chance. No, that's the answer. No, like we had this issue as well, right? On YouTube, like a couple of my cool followers, like when I first bought the car last year, they were unhappy because obviously, like, being in a pandemic world, people struggle, people dying. Yep. You know, I've experienced death in my family and people losing their jobs, and the comments were usually, "Why are you doing this? You're flexing." Yeah. People like don't want to see this, and like they were like, "You could have waited." And like what I said to you before was like, we're now a year on.
You should be waiting for that one guy.
We're still waiting. No, but the point was that the Tesla was never the self-validation for me that I've made it. It was never like I need to show it to people because then they're gonna think I'm cooler. Like. You know, I drove a Fiat Punto throughout my 20s, which is when you really probably should be flexing when you're trying to like get all the ladies or whatever you want to be doing. Young. You know, if you've got a bit of money. But cars were never my thing. The Tesla was for the brand, man. The Tesla was 100% for this, the podcast. Yeah. Which is obviously we're not sitting in the Tesla.
We're indoors in the cozy warm.
But it was for the brand, and it was like to kick the brand forward for podcasting. And it was a little milestone for my own personal self because I always dreamed of having a Tesla. Like when I first sat in one, my mate. When he bought one, I was like, that's going to be my next car if I ever have a chance. So when I had the opportunity, and I was umming and ahhing for about a year for that car, which is crazy. So,
but it also drives you to achieve more now because you've achieved that small milestone. I mean, you know, it's not a small milestone. Yeah. It is a big one. Yeah. But now it's just going to push you to the next thing you want to achieve. You know,
100%, man. I think you've got to do it like as a content creator yourself. Like we do this. I can't really speak for you.
It's a personal gain as well. But it's like it's a personal achievement.
You're doing things like because you want to live like the life you want to live. So if you want to go buy an expensive watch and if you want to go buy a bracelet and big house
and go on holidays
month. Yeah, man. I was meant to be in Dubai, bruv. I don't know if I mentioned that. This one on the last take, but anyway, you know, we do this because you know you work hard and you want to enjoy some stuff, right? But where people do go wrong is like if they do it not because they really enjoy it, but because they feel like they have to show it to their fans or show it to validation and that validation thing. Yeah, that's where people are wrong. I guess that's where he's probably seen me showing this car and thinks I'm insecure. But Yeah, man. I told you, right? Like the only things I really ever get insecure about people that you probably don't really know is behind the scenes when we film YouTubes and
We're skipping
tutorials. We do a few.
and you ever do it
like,
mess up a little
like
bit.
if we mess up or if I do something that I'm not
But that's
really happy
natural.
about, if I'm not happy about,
You
and
know.
we need it perfect, like I'll say, bruv,
But that's
let's
absolutely
do it
natural.
again.
That's fine, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even know if that's
it's completely understandable.
I don't know if it's an insecurity thing, to be honest with you. It's more just me just being a pain. But like,
it's also like you want to be proud of what you put out as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't want to put out something that's subpar. You want to put out
Exactly.
something that you're happy with,
Uh-huh.
you're content with, and something you'd be happy to watch yourself.
100%. I think the sunglasses thing. People always say to me like, "Why are you always wearing sunglasses? Are you insecure? Are you like this, that, and the other?" And I did try to get on TV with the sunglasses.
I think my man just likes his sunglasses.
with the Sky News when they were like asking me to come on live TV. I was like, I did ask them.
They said no.
I mean, I asked the PR lady, and she was like, "It's
Nah.
recommended no."
Recommended?
Well, as in we would say no.
I probably should have just gone with it. Should have been that guy.
I'd have been like,
Should have been that guy. It's like, no, my pride is too
It's-
much. I
it's
have to have
so
the
mad.
sunglasses.
the guy was already getting my name wrong and everything else.
Oh,
man,
that
so I
was
didn't-
jokes. That was jokes.
But like, no, the sunglasses thing's a bit different as well.
Yeah.
That's just like it's like a uniform thing for me.
Of course, it's part of this. The RA, the brand. The
It's
look.
like, yeah, when
it's a personal
When the
thing for you,
glasses
man.
are on and the camera's rolling,
Yeah.
it's like it's
You feel comfortable,
it's
relaxed.
Yeah. It's a bit like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm Superman or anything, but it's like
Makes you
Clark
feel.
Kent didn't look like Clark Kent when he was Superman, right? He didn't have the same glasses.
I've never watched Superman.
Come on, Nathan.
I'm busy.
You haven't even watched Game of Thrones. You
I'm
haven't
not watching. I don't watch TV or films. Rarely. Like I've watched a couple, but like nah.
Go follow this guy, man.
Me?
He's a strange guy sometimes, man.
You just call me a strange guy.
Yeah, because
Are you gonna start leaving hate comments on my TikToks now?
I mean, you're not.
An anonymous account.
I'm judging you now. You're strange for not watching.
But we did have this discussion yesterday. Breaking Bad, amazing.
Yeah, you watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, of course.
Breaking Bad is
Yeah.
sick. Rated.
So
All
we're
right.
going off topic a little bit.
All right, we're getting off topic. Yeah.
Let's
rein it in.
let's rein it
This is
in
why I've got you
to
here.
YouTube.
This is what I got you here. YouTube.
Let's hit the YouTube
Let's hit YouTube. Yeah.
because you are bringing out probably one of your most invested money-wise products soon.
The
The
Ignite
Ignite
rope,
rope.
man.
Yeah.
The Ignite rope,
Right?
man.
And
Yeah.
I've seen the development of this. Actually, let me go grab all the handles.
You go grab
They're
it.
up there, right?
Right, and I have to give major props to this guy as well, man. You've seen it quite a bit, man, since you joined. I think 2019 we started working, and I've had a couple of rope releases. Look at this thing, man. If you're listening, man.
the camera doesn't just focus here.
If you're listening, yeah, that'll be peak.
And then we're
Look-
out of focus
Look,
for the next
you
10
get a
minutes.
chance to see how big this thing is. I'm probably going to reduce the size of this box right now, to be fair. If we can try and reduce it a little bit more, save a little bit of wastage. But
I'll tell you what, they've seen this now.
yeah,
So let me get that out of the way.
yeah. So Ignite rope, people, man, like, what a crazy road it has been.
Yeah.
So it's in production.
It's in production.
It's in production. We're ready to launch the pre-order, and I want to do it as pre-order so that we can manage, I guess, the flow of how we distribute, like, and dispatch everything as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be about 3 weeks for a wait, 3.5 weeks for your wait. But as even though I've invested heavily into the production, it's still going to be very limited at the start. The problem that I had with this rope was making it an RA feel
Yeah.
of a rope when it goes against usual RA ropes. So that's where this rope kind of like tested my thinking and design and how to, like with RA, right? What I love about the skipping community, and as we see it grow and like explode in a pandemic, which is mad as well, to see businesses and brands,
exponential growth.
brands
has been
appearing and
crazy
stuff like that.
in the last 6-12 months.
What I love is that, it's again more proof that anything is possible, in the sense that we're making skipping come alive. You're making skipping come alive with some of the hard content you're creating. And we're looking at handles here,
Yeah.
which when you would have looked at it 10 years ago and not known of anything, not seen any fire videos and skills, you would have just been like, okay, skipping rope. All right.
Yeah.
It's a brand. All right. Pick it up from like Sports Direct or whatever it is
Yeah.
online. Now people look at this thing and they're just like, I want one now. When's it
I wanna
coming?
do it.
It's like there's so
Yeah,
much
I wanna
hype
skip.
and excitement. And that's what I love about where we've gone with this rope, is that I haven't just found a rope, branded it. All right, here you go, guys. You wanted a mechanism rope. There it is. Like we put in a lot of time to figure out what kind of vibe it needs, what kind of feel, what kind of look.
The design,
Yeah, the design.
stitching.
Like it's just looking at it now, man. If you're listening, like when I look at it, like I'm super excited about it, man. Super excited. And
But
You're gone.
I mean, I was just gonna move on to the YouTube comments because
Yeah, but we didn't get all happy comments.
It's been you've put out 2 vlogs now regarding this, and obviously we did our first promo shoot last week for it where we have all our content, which we just finished yesterday. But we did a bunch of promo content, but you've also put out 2 vlogs.
Yeah.
And to get people interested, to
of
update
course,
them,
to let them know what's going on behind the
happening.
scenes. Yeah.
And let's just say there was a lot of interesting comments left on this because it's something that's not your style. This isn't a product this is not immediate RA.
I'm known as that guy, right? That
who does
kind
money
of
rope.
Very simple style branding.
Yeah.
Non-mechanized.
You're the money rope,
PVC.
legacy rope.
Yeah.
Clean, not mechanical.
Exactly.
So it's fair to say, especially from obviously your loyal followers as well, that day one, it's interesting to say what sort of comments you had.
Yeah, go. What we got?
So I mean, this is a big paragraph, but I'll skip through a little bit of it. The money rope is like his signature. He hyped it up so much and explained why it's the best jump rope out there. If he comes out with a mechanism rope now, it's just confusing and the customer doesn't know which one to buy. And to be honest, he doesn't even look comfortable using them. The mechanism looks so unnecessary and he has much better control with the money rope. There is the money rope and the legacy rope, heavy rope, simple, affordable, long lasting. So instead of adjusting, I think he should stick to his guns and let people know the money rope is much better than the cross rope. Of course, you're going to create some beef, but it is what it is.
It's a good comment. I could tell that's a good follower, man.
He's put some, he's thought about your other products. He's thought about
he knows the brand.
Rush Athletics.
He knows the brand.
And he's come with his opinion.
And these comments I love, man, because these are from legit people, man. Like, as in, they're not the type of people that just come across my channel. And I think there are comments on that page, actually, from people who just come across and just leave a little hate comment and leave. This is someone who obviously has invested in my brand and enjoyed using my products and knows a lot about them, to be fair. I guess with that one, man, it's like, for sure, it's not a hate comment. It's very good constructive feedback.
Yeah.
And it's his thought process on, like, where this rope is going and where it ties in. And fact, it's probably not going to be my number one choice of rope that I use for my training. Yeah, that's fine. Same with the Icon rope. When I made the Icon rope, it was for people who desired long handle. Fact, I'll always look more comfortable with the money rope. It's just always going to happen.
It's your style.
Yeah. Untrue, definitely not fact, and we don't know yet, is like how this is going to affect my brand, right? Yeah. I don't know. No one knows. But what I do feel and what I do kind of get the vibe on this is that people who come to my website will have more options. And so he mentioned people may get confused, right? That was a word he used, like what they're going for. Now, I have always said that the money rope, most in-demand speed rope on the planet,
is your signature.
It's speed rope. I don't say it's like, out of mechanism ropes, the Ignite rope's going to be the most in demand. I don't know that yet.
You don't know?
But I know the money ropes and its popularity, and I know how it works. I know the legacy rope. With this one, we just don't know. But the point is, where I'm going with this is that it's all about offering the best for my consumers, for my followers. And I want people to come to my website and be like, well educated on what ropes are best for them, what can help them. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's probably,
you're giving the people the options, the choice.
So when you go to Apple, I'm not going to compare myself to Apple, of course, but when you go to Nike, how many trainers do you see when you just filter by trainer? Hundreds, bro. Now, if you're someone who doesn't know nothing about running, I'm just going to get the standard mid-range. You're not going to know. You're just going to get what you want to get, right?
Yeah. You're going to get the color you like.
Are you going to be able to email CEO of Nike and ask him some questions? No. Whereas you guys are just getting straight to me right now through Nathan to me, and I'll come back to you. You're asking me the questions you need to know. So I'll tell you straight away. We're going to have videos. We're going to inform people who this rope is for. And I'm sure we did probably mention he might have missed it. It's going to be someone who's just, no nonsense. Don't need to do no classic combos, classic RA combos. Doesn't need to, worry about, just, I guess, the cost or the money rope is cheap. It's accessible. It's out there. This one is for someone who maybe wants to take their cardio a little bit differently, like add intensity, change the cables, happy to pay a little bit more. Yeah. So it's sort of putting the kind of right pieces in the right holes for people who need it. Now, I think people don't really understand that because they see me as the guy who created the money rope. They see me as like, that's what his brand is built on.
100%.
Yeah. Fair point. Real fair point. But then do I just want to be that guy that just stays in that position where I'm just known for that one thing. I want to start creating trainers. I want to start creating. Oh, by the way, we got a little visitor. Yeah, you can handle her. We're just doing a little podcast. You come through.
Are you filming?
Yeah, we're recording. It's all good. Just my graphic designer's popped in. So my point being is that you don't want to ever pigeonhole yourself. You don't want to ever become that person who's just only for one thing, especially if you're building a business from home.
You know, you got to innovate, adapt.
Exactly.
And also listen to your customers, you know.
And
people
this is
are asking you for
the
a
request
mechanism
has
rope.
come from the customers, right? And I mentioned it in the vlog as well,
Yeah.
is that I wouldn't put this amount of money down, one, if I wasn't sure I was accommodating my customers, or if I wasn't like helping my customers or my following. Like, why would I just do this for the sake of what?
course.
Just going up against a big juggernaut of crossroads,
Of course.
and creating some problems. Like, it's not that. It's the case of like, these guys have made a business selling ropes. I made a business selling rope.
Yeah.
I'm in the business now of taking the rope game to another level.
Of course, yeah.
And we're looking at trainers. We've just created like
New
some of
mats.
the most killer mats out there.
Yeah.
You know, I was the first real person in the world as well, not boosting the ego too much, but like I really pushed mats out there. No one else used to. No one else used to talk about people's joints getting smashed to pieces. And
But
now brands are doing that.
And you're also catering, like, you know, you got 3 different size mats at 3 different price points. You're catering for those that
Again,
have a small space, or they have a large space where they can put a big mat, you know. Listening to the customers, addressing the comments, and really taking it personally as well, because you want to put out something you're
Yeah.
proud of. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of time that has gone into this rope, and you know, you can see obviously the 3 handles there. There's, you know, that's none of those are the final handle. You know, we got the final handle back there.
Yeah.
And the amount of time in the design, back and forth.
By the way,
with
I'm going to stop you there. I'm
manufacturer.
going to put Sophia on the spot, right? Hopefully the mic picks her up. How many hours you put into the design of this rope, the box and packaging?
I think we're looking at maybe 30 hours.
30 hours, okay? Like, imagine. And she's not cheap, by the way. No, but honestly, like, let me get it back up again.
But that just goes to prove
Like, this it's not...
that you're taking it seriously.
You can't just go to a factory and say, oh, let me see your catalog. Oh, okay, I like that one. Put this logo on it, send it to me, and then put it on your shop online and you're ready to go. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do that. Like, this is what some brands are doing right now. But I'm not about that, right? I'm about, we're talking, I mentioned it last video, right? $40,000, right, for the whole investment. That's not even including design fee, videography. That's pure raw
Product.
materials, product.
Yeah.
Hand
It's also taken a
crafting.
long time as well. It's not something you're just wanting to get out next week.
Yeah, so like, respect to that comment. We don't want to go too long on this, but like, I think it's a good point, because a lot of people will be thinking I'm just doing this for the sake of Crossropes have made a market,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to eat into it. And honestly, like, if I wanted to do that, I would have done it from day one.
100%.
Innit? If I'm just like looking at Crossropes and being like, I want to be like them, like,
You also
why
done it
would I bring
quicker,
out a speed
yeah.
rope? Why would I not do this like 3-4 years ago? I've listened to the comments, I've listened to the feedback, and like, honestly, like, the way, you know, I know you're listening on maybe on stream and stuff, and you can't watch this on YouTube or whatever, but the feel of it, and like, as I like hold the handles, it's like nothing seen in the skipping world. So it's a risk,
Mm-hmm.
and if people buy it, I'm sure they're gonna love it. I think we'll leave it at that.
But you're taking it seriously with the risk. Because
It's a big risk,
It's a
man.
big risk.
It's massive, man.
It's huge.
It's massive. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Huge, bro.
Honestly, crazy monies, man, just for skipping, right?
Yeah. You got any
Listen.
last final thoughts?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up, man. Like, listen, again, it was. I thought the hate comments were gonna be worse than that. I'm lucky, man. You know, honestly.
You're
like,
very blessed.
to
Because
have-
there's a lot of
Yeah.
beautiful comments out there, a lot of love,
100%.
a lot of support.
And we should do more of that. Like, to be fair, I do like to rip all the hate comments on my social media. I do try to post up the good things as well, but
100%.
We're
You're always
lucky, man.
posting daily stuff. Bro.
yeah, we're lucky, man. You guys, honestly, like, and I feel like you guys are sharks out there. I feel like anytime anyone has said something bad, there are definitely people like the
People
cool-
back in your corner, bro.
definitely the sharks come out and they back the brand, and it's
Big
been nice.
respect.
It's been nice to get you on. It's been nice
Thank you, brother.
nice to hear Sophia's voice. So Sophia behind the scenes, she's a bit of a low key legend, man. So I
She's
know-
making everything look coolest.
yeah. Trust, yeah.
Yeah.
You try not to swear, yeah.
I'm not swearing.
I've already swore bare times.
Yeah, I've got a lot of bleeping to do.
Yeah, no. Like, honestly, the team, the work, bringing skipping to life. We're trying to push the game forward. So like, much thanks. Big up. Hopefully you're keeping safe and you enjoyed this.
Thanks
This
for having
weird-
me on as an unofficial.
Yeah.
Guest.
Now you're gonna have to go edit.
Now I've got to go edit all of this crazy mess of a
Shit,
footage.
man. All right, man. Listen, I'm gonna wrap it up there. If you enjoyed this podcast, I'll keep forgetting to talk to you guys in camera. If you guys literally, honestly, please just drop me a comment. We'll do more of these. Maybe get some guests in here. We'll keep it all nice and safe as always. When lockdown restrictions end, we can even just bring cool guests in here, and it'd be fun, right?
Awesome, yeah.
And hopefully you can stand behind the camera and check the batteries. And,
Yeah, hopefully I
and
can.
the microphones.
Cut me some slack. Like, man's trying to do all of this
You're
right now
doing everything.
and keep it going.
No, but honestly, like if you enjoyed it, big thumbs up. Do what you need to do. Share it. If you're listening as well, like much appreciated, man. Honestly, like if hopefully the sound's fine. Hopefully everything's set up, and
we'll know.
We'll know.
But this again, like this is the start, because when you're on your 50th or 100th podcast, you're gonna look back at this one and be like, that was where we started with podcast.
Yeah.
Because one day you might have a fully dedicated podcast studio, and you can refer back to this clip.
Imagine.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Who knows, bro? Nice. Who knows?
That'd be super nice. All right, we're gonna get down to some work. Got a lot of orders to get out.
You do.
Customer service. We've just got to do everything again. People, much love out there. YouTube fans, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you're listening. Big up. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.